Niggas wanna murder Brassy. Boulevard, Mar-a-Lago, and a Maserati. Booby, black gunner, and men still a catch a body. And if you I'm out my body.
Not you looking for a recap, baby. We do not recap here. You better go back and watch it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, baby. We don't do all that recapping here, baby. If you forgot, that's okay. Go back and watch it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, y'all. Let's get back into the story time. Oh, gosh. Y'all, my heart broke. Y'all, my heart broke, y'all. Oh my gosh, you talking about a heartbreak hotel. Like, my heart was so broken because no, he was not me thinking that I had a quiet guy who nobody really wanted. Baby, they were biting down after cuz. What? Everybody, he was a hot commodity. Okay? They wanted him. They wanted him. And when I say he was biting back, baby, he was biting back. Oh, y'all. Oh, my gosh, y'all. Oh, just to remember, y'all. Oh, it's making me hot. Ooh, that was my little first kind of little heartbreak, y'all. My first kind of little heartbreak. Anyway, so I'm in my room, and I go to a message. Now, a lot of these messages, y'all, it did not have the name saved, but you could go and look at their thread and see that he knew who it was. He just didn't have their number saved or whatever. Remember that, y'all. Remember that. So while I'm going like from the top down, it's like he would hit on, oh, y'all, his line, his little pickup line or whatever, like to make them giggle or whatever. It was like, who my boo? Y'all, he was yeah, he was hitting them girls for who my boo. Like, and it's like they was like, I guess I am. And you girl, oh my gosh, just out there embarrassing me like that. And I'm sitting up here climbing up. Ooh, oh my gosh. Anyway, so it's like he hitting a whole, but y'all, it was just a whole my boo and talking like, when I'ma see what you doing after lunch, you gonna walk with me to the store because Dirty Water went too far away from the store. So he walked chicks to the store. Oh, you ain't never walked me to the store. That's because my mama wouldn't have it. But still, you ain't never offered. Like, y'all. Like, oh my God, they walking him to the store. He meeting people by their lockers or whatever. Like, but y'all, I got to this particular thread, y'all. But it was not safe. And it was like this person who he was texting, they knew me. But they didn't have their name, and they didn't have their name in the thread, y'all. He didn't have their name in the thread. So with this, but like he had a couple of them that he was hitting with, who my boo and meet me back here. Like he had a lot of them, but this one particular person, they knew me. That's what hurt. Oh y'all, that's what was messed up, y'all. That this person knew me. Or whatever. And how they knew me is the thread was like, where you at? And he was like, at the court. Or whatever. It's like, it's Tasha out there. And he was like, it went back so far, y'all. That little message thing went back so far. Like, it was like, nah, I think she at home. Or nah, I think she went to go get a book. And it's like, how long you think she finna be there? Like, or you probably gonna have to come to the back court. Like, this person was meeting up with him, but trying to avoid me all at the same time. So for him, he even with this oh y'all, cause how it come, oh y'all, just bear with me, I'm telling y'all. So he asking the person back, are you with Tasha? And I'm like, who is this? Like, and the girl, I knew it was a girl. Person was like, nah, she probably sitting alone, or she probably, like, they were like, oh, she probably talking to talking to somebody else at the party. Like, but nah, she and I here. Like, come over my house. Like, come by my porch. Like, this person, who he talking about, this person particularly knows him, and them being together or whatever, they're trying to avoid me. This person, who he went in conversation with, he's trying to avoid me. And this person, they know me. They trying to maneuver when they meet up and not meet up when I'm around. So y'all, I'm really scrolling, y'all. And then I get a knock. It was a knock at my front door, y'all. I'm not finished reading the complete message because I went up trying to figure out, like, this person was like, is Tasha with you? And he like, nah, Tasha, da, da, da. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is Tasha there or whatever? Y'all, I am mad. I am boiling hot. So my mama, my mama answered the door, and y'all know who it is at the door looking for his phone. Y'all know who it is. Y'all. So my mom was like, Tasha, chocolate at the door. And she was like, yeah, because she was just finna come and bring your stuff to your house. But I'm glad, my mom was, she like, I'm glad you came because you sure we're going to have to wait and get your phone in the morning. He was like, my phone? Y'all, I was so mad. My mama was like, girl, you weren't supposed to tell him that. Chat, but I didn't tell her because I didn't know I was going to find what I was going to find. But she was like, yo, you were going to have to get that phone in the morning because she wasn't going to walk by herself across the apartment complex looking for you or whatever. So she was like, I come out or whatever. Y'all, tear face, like I've been wiping my face because I'm having to get up and go. And I know if I'm crying, she's going to be like, girl, what's wrong with you? So I had to wipe my face and get myself, compose myself just a little bit to walk past her, to get outside and get on this new air. Because what you doing? I know you lying. Like, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so, I compose myself. I get the phone, y'all, and I'm walking past. She was like, y'all finna sit on the step, right? And I'm like, yes, ma'am. I said, we finna sit on the step. So, y'all, while I'm walking towards the door, Chocolate is looking at me, and he trying to read my face. And, y'all, I'm straight face, because, nigga, I want to dog walk you. Because why you do me like that? Y'all know me. Why you do me like that? Why you play with me like that? Y'all, oh my gosh. And so instantly when I closed the door behind me, I say, I was so dramatic, but I didn't care. I was hurt, y'all. I was hurt because what I tell y'all, I was in puppy love. Like, ain't no way you do me like that, brother. Ain't no way you did the game like this. So anyway, y'all. So as soon as I closed his door, like, I threw his phone on the ground, baby. Yes, was one of those. But what? It didn't break though, y'all. It didn't break. But I threw it on the ground. He was like, "What are you doing? What's your problem or whatever?" Oh, y'all, what's your problem? I said, my problem is, I said, you've been talking to other girls at your school, and you told me you wouldn't do me like that, and you told me that you wouldn't cheat on me. You told me you wouldn't lie to me, and I said, you're cheating on me with other girls at your at your school. I said, you're walking into the store. You never walked me to the store. Yeah, it's funny there, because Lord have mercy. Like, you never walked me to the store, but you're walking into the store, and you're asking them who my boo is, and that's what you always ask me and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm hitting him with too much facts, and I said, you're lying. I said, you had the nerve to be sitting up here mad at me about CJ, and I said, this whole time you've been talking to other girls at your school. I said, I told you this is exactly why I didn't want to date no guy who didn't go to my school for this right here. You're just such a liar. Y'all, at this point, he's like, yeah, that's not true. I'm not talking to any other girls. Like, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not dealing with any other girls. Like, you're lying, like, you're making this up. Something is wrong. Like, y'all, something is wrong with you. You're crazy. You're just mad because CJ, like, your whole CJ situation happened, and you're just trying to find something on me so we can be equal. Y'all, oh my God, really trying to manipulate the situation. Like, oh my gosh, like, just to think of that, I should have slapped by from. Anyway. So I'm like, I seen the messages. Like, I'm not crazy or whatever. I seen the messages or whatever. And it was so much information to take in. Like, I was, recalling, like, the girl or whatever who was telling him to meet her, like, behind the cafeteria, or the girl that he was like, meet me at your locker. Like, he was doing a whole lot of that, okay? And I'm like, after a while, I found out some of these girls actually lived in the apartments. They saw me walking around this man, and they didn't kill him. They didn't kill him because he didn't kill him. So Look, they ain't care because he ain't canceled, Lord. Anyway, y'all. Anyway, so I'm mad. He was like, so he opened up the phone or whatever. He picked it up off the ground. He mad because I threw it or whatever. And he opened it. He was like, I don't even know. He's like, none of these numbers is saved. He was like, my homeboy had my phone. And I'm like, which is true. Remember, his homeboy is the one who gave me his phone. He was like, he be asking me to hold my phone all the time during school, Tasha. Why would I do you like that? He was like, everybody know you my girlfriend. Everybody in these apartments see me with you. Like, everybody see me come walking to your house every day. Everybody. So, y'all, I started to calm down. Because that's who I got the phone from anyway. I got it from his homeboy. Oh, y'all, but I was, oh, Lord. Just listen to the story, y'all. Oh, gosh. And so he was like, you yelling at me for something. What we gonna call his friend? Because he need a name because it's gonna matter. We gonna call him Damien. Let's just call him Damien. He was like, Damien always come and get my phone during school. Damien don't have no phone. He was like, but he's like, the reason why I don't save these numbers because 9 times out of 10, they somebody for Damien. He was like, Tasha, look where I got your contact under, y'all. He had my boo bae. Yeah. And here I am. Now I'm calming down because I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know what I was doing. Crying. Y'all know I'm good for it. Y'all know I'm good for the church. Y'all know I'm good for the church. So, like, it was like out of a bad romantic freaking scene. He come wiping my face like, you're the only person I talk to, Tasha. I would never do you like that. Like, I can't believe you would think I would do you like that. Like, I'm only here for you. Like, I've spent too much time building something with you. And y'all, oh my goodness, that boy there. So I was like, but why are you acting like, why? Like, is he asking who my boo? Like, you do that to me. He was like, that's my homeboy. Like, he be asking me like what I said to you to make you want to be with me, and I just told him. He was like, but like I would never do you like that. He's like, look, I can delete all of these numbers right now. Remember this, y'all. He's like, I can delete all these numbers right now. He's like, I swear to God that they not for me. So, y'all, like, I'm eating it up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm eating it up. Give me a spoon and a fork, because, baby, I was eating it up. Eating what he was saying up, y'all. I was eating what he was saying up. So, okay, I calmed down or whatever, and, I just like, okay, like, I just don't like that. Like, you need to, like, he need to get his own phone. You don't need to have, like, y'all, oh my God, just believe in this blatant lie. It was such a blatant lie. Oh my gosh, it was such a blatant lie or whatever. So, and me totally forgetting, y'all, at that time and point, totally forgetting that maybe that his friend was using his phone, because back then that was a thing. Let your friend hold your phone or whatever to text whoever they need to text because they don't have one, or they got theirs taken away. Ooh, excuse me. Or they got theirs taken away or whatever. That was a thing. But I did not check him about the fact that one message where he was talking to a girl and going to her house or whatever, they knew me. You can't mistake that for your friend Damien. That person knew me. So that one person, okay, I'll give you to give all the rest of them to Damien. But one of those text message threads, baby, they knew me. They were trying to avoid seeing you and avoid me all at the same time. And they knew that I read books. They knew I would be at the court. They knew like other people all the time. They knew too much. But y'all, I'm eating it up because I wanna be in puppy love too bad. I wanna be in puppy love too bad, y'all. Oh my gosh, I wanna be in puppy love too bad, y'all. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So anyway, okay, fast forward that. So, we get back in good terms and stuff like that. He deleted all the threads or whatever of the text messages of all the girls. He's like, I'm gonna let him know, like, bro, you can't use my phone no more. Like, you can't do that. Like, you got my girl thinking I'm cheating on her. Like, getting that. Just really talking, child. Just really talking, y'all. He was really talking. Anyway, so boom. So fast forward all of that. So y'all know when some people, who you gonna tell? Your friend. your friend, I wouldn't have had considered April a best friend, but she was close. She close. Like, I really didn't use the word best friends until I got into like in a higher grade in high school, probably like my junior year. Like, I really didn't go too deep into, you know, best friends, but she was a real good friend, you know, or whatever. So the next, you know, after that little tidbit or whatever, I ended up telling April. I didn't tell April as soon as it happened, but a couple of days later or whatever, I told April. Yeah. So I'm telling April, like, yeah, like, Damien, y'all, oh my God, just a fool. You make a fool of me. Tell me why. Y'all was a fool. Y'all a fool. I put the clown face on me, baby. I was a clown out here. Anyway, so I'm telling April or whatever, and I'm like, yo, Damien almost had me break up with Chocolate, because it's like, you can't be like, why would you be texting girls when you know he got a girlfriend and all? And y'all, I should have, it was red flag shot. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm gonna just keep telling. You know, I'm just keep telling the story. And yeah. And she was like, Damien? I was like, yeah. Like, Damien had his phone. Like, I told her all what happened. I said I ended up going through it. And y'all, this the part. She was like, oh, you went through it. You went through it. Like, you saw some stuff. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I saw like a couple of texts. And I said, but the numbers weren't saved, whatever. And I'm like, you know, and I am a fool. Like, you know, Chocolate saved his numbers, so it made sense. But I told him, like, don't give Damien his phone no more, and, you know, make sure he don't, like, you know, leave his phone, and, you know, like, he can't be having Damien text girls like that and stuff like that. And so April was just like, oh, okay. She was like, and then, y'all, this is April. She was like, well, did you see Yasmin name in his phone? And mind y'all, me and Yasmin is cool at this point. I was like, no. She was like, well, remember, like, you didn't see the name, so what if her number was in there the whole time and you didn't really get to look? And I'm like, well, I said, well, like, the conversation, I said, it wasn't too much to have me distinguish who was who. I was like, I said, now that you say something, y'all, remember when I said I didn't think about the fact that somebody knew who I was and was asking about me? I said, now that you say that, I said, it was one that was kind of fishy or whatever, and they act like they knew me. And I was like, and April was like, what you mean they act like they knew you? I was like, it was kind of like they were trying to avoid seeing Chocolate when they knew he was supposed to be with me, or if I was coming up or walking somewhere, like, they would try to meet up with him somewhere else. And so this is April. She was like, that could be Yasmin. Like that, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, Lord Jesus. She was like, that could be Yasmin. I was like, no. I was like, I don't think so. I said, I think it's probably somebody else. Like, I said, I don't think that she would do it, because she's so cool. She was like, it probably is Yasmin. She's like, she hang with Bianca. Y'all, oh my God. She's like, she hang with Bianca. So I ain't no telling. And I be hearing Bianca, that's what she be doing to her friends or whatever, getting with their boyfriends or whatever. Remember, y'all? And I'm like, I said, I never heard that. I said, when, like, who, you know, then it stopped being about me. And she was like, well, I ain't gonna say too much. She was like, cause I just know, I tell you, that's why I don't hang with April or whatever, because, not, April, Yasmin. She's like, that's why I don't hang with Yasmin, because she hang with Bianca, and Bianca be doing some foul stuff. This what April is telling me. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm like, y'all, I'm young. So I'm like, yo, what if that was Yasmin this whole time? Because the person, like I said, was trying to, like, meet up with him or whatever. And, you know, I didn't, like, because it's like when she started talking, when I told her, like, she was like, what if that was Yasmin? That's when I started thinking about that particular thread. Like, bro, like, that person was for you. That person for you. But I played it cool, y'all. I played it cool. I swear I did. Oh, my gosh. So now I'm thinking, like, yo, what if that was Yasmin this whole time, and she just trying to, like, be my friend so she can be with my boyfriend and stuff like that? So I don't confront Chocolate. I don't confront Yasmin. I go along. I keep playing it cool. Like, I put it in the back of my head like that it's probably her. Like, I ain't even gonna say probably. At that point when I had that conversation with April, I'm like, you know what? Like, that's probably why she wanted to become friends with me, like so she could be with my boyfriend. So I won't suspect anything because I did in the beginning and stuff, and she trying to throw me off throw me off or whatever. Like, it's not her. Okay, cool. So, like, I go or whatever, and, I'm thinking this and stuff like that, but I'm still kicking it, Chocolate is still my boyfriend, and I'm still talking to Yasmin. So this time, I start changing up the conversations I would have with Yasmin. I started asking her more about boys who she was interested in, because y'all just playing Inspector Gadget, like, girl. I was a detective before anything, child. I was a detective, so I would ask, like, which one, like, who you be talking to? You don't have no boyfriend, you don't find nobody cute. And she would just be like, no, not really. Like, she's like, boys, they see me and they just want to, do such X, Y, and Z with me. She's like, but she was like, you want Chocolate is cute. Like, she would do that, and I'd be like, are we though? Like, are we though? So oh God, y'all. So I would act like, you don't think his homeboy such and such is cute, and you don't think his homeboy such and such is cute. She was like, no, not really. And I was like, what about Damien? She was like, Damien is all right. I said, well, why you ain't ever try to talk to Damien? Like, she was like, nah, Damien really ain't my type, but he cool. He made me laugh, whatever, and stuff like that. So we chopping it up like that. Okay, cool, or whatever. Something ends up, like, and like I said, I'm still talking to her every now and then, but my antennas have went kind of down, but they still up, and I'm like, yo, I got to somehow I have to figure out how I can catch both of them, because at this point I'm like, I know this, I am dead set, y'all. This was Yasmin who was texting him that time, but I didn't want to, spring it out to nobody without no proof, right? So boom, something happens and Bianca ends up, remember, Yasmin and Bianca are friends or whatever, and remember, April used to be Bianca's friend. Okay, so somehow Bianca ends up getting into a big fight at school with a whole group of girls. I'm talking about they pulled up to the school real deep to beat her up. So, it was the talk of apartments. Or whatever. April, she texted me through school like, girl, they got Bianca in here scared. She trying to act like she tough, but she won't. I think they were like going across the street, or she won't go, like, or either come into our apartment complex. It's like, oh, she won't go to our apartment complex and fight them like she's scary, da, 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 da. And and I'm like, girl, what? Like, what they want to beat her up for? She was like the usual, sleeping with people, boyfriend, da, 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 da. And she texting in. I'm like, girl, what? Y'all remember that? So, I'm still talking to Yasmin and stuff like that, y'all. So, when I see Yasmin, I was like, girl, were you around? Y'all, I was one of them, like, gossip. Like, I was like, girl, was you around Bianca when them girls was trying to fight her? Like, why they was trying to fight her? Like, look, trying to get the tea and the scoop all at the same time, baby. Yes. Anyway, and she was like, Bianca, she was like, one of Bianca's best friends basically, like, did y'all. She was like, one of Bianca's best friends or whatever basically did what every other, like, girl best friend she had, and she was like, she slept with CJ. And I was like, what you mean? What, like, all the rest of her friends? She was like, the girl who was trying to call out her cousins or whatever to come fight Bianca. She was like, she basically slept with CJ or whatever, and Bianca found out about it because the friend was sending CJ like naked pictures of herself or whatever, and Bianca saw it or whatever and was trying to fight the girl, but the girl was like, oh, Bianca did it to her first and all this other stuff. And I was like, girl, what? She was like, like, yeah, she was. So this is Yasmin. She just talking. So Yasmin's like, yeah, she was like, Bianca always find herself into situations like that. She was like, you know, she used to date a little, you know, in early stages, like in middle school, she was like, but she would always find them friends or whatever that wanted her boyfriends or whatever. And she was like, and that's who she used to hang tough with. She was like, so that's why I used to kind of fall back from hers, or, you know, when we were younger or whatever, because she always used to have to fight over a boy, and I didn't like that. I was like, that's crazy. She was like, yeah, you know, like kind of like her and April. She was like, that was crazy. Her and April, what? She was like, well, her and April had to fight over Bianca's boyfriend. I said, when was this? She was like, yeah, she was like, it happened. She was like, cause April, she was like, she didn't go to the middle school that Bianca and Yasmin went to. She was like, but they were close because of cousins. They had older cousins that hung out with each other and brought them or whatever. Like I said, it's really small. And she was like, and April, she was like, April and Bianca, she's like, if you didn't know, they were real close, like really, really close. She was like, you would thought they were sisters. And remember, I told y'all, like, her, when I first came on the scene, I used to see April with Bianca, but then all of a sudden it's like you would see them separate and you would never see them together. And that's when I was able to start talking to April or whatever. And I was like, I never knew that. I said, April never told me that. She was like, yeah. She was like, Bianca and her had a big falling out because April thought she was pregnant by Bianca's boyfriend. Yeah. I was like, she was like, April was going around saying, yeah, like she was finna have this boy baby, and that was the love of Bianca's life. And, you know, Bianca was so hurt. And I said, really? I said, that's what happened? That's why they stopped being friends? She was like, yeah. She was like, I can't believe she never told you that. She was like, well, I probably wouldn't have told nobody else that because I wouldn't want nobody to judge me. So now, y'all, I'm like, okay. I said, y'all, when I say the math was trying to math in my head so quick of getting this information, I'm like, so y'all know what the math is mathing so quick to Yasmin. She's still talking. So I go ahead and break the silence. And I just finally asked Yasmin, like, do you talk to Chocolate? Have you been texting Chocolate?